What is going on, everybody? How you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good myself. I really can't complain. Things are starting to finally go my way. My computer problems seem to be all worked out, so I'm in a great mood. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to check out some more BTS stuff. You may or may not know, last week I watched the Rise of Bang 10 Chapter 5, Love and Hip Hop, I think it was called. And it was a great little documentary. If you know anything about what I'm doing with BTS, you know I'm a massive fan of this series in particular. It's been absolutely imperative to my journey in learning about the phenomenon of BTS, and it's really helped explain things in a very clear and understandable way for me. So I'm very grateful for those guys over there for actually doing this. But we're doing the deleted scenes today, and there's also bonus scenes as well, which I'll also have up here on Patreon pretty soon as well. But yeah, today, at least for right now, we're doing the deleted scenes, and we'll do the bonus one. I don't know. I'll have that up in Patreon in the next couple hours or day or so. But this was a fun episode. You know, Coolio made an appearance. Coolio came out swinging. He was kind of aggressive at first. I wonder if they'll show more of that in this behind the scenes footage here. But no, I absolutely love this episode. I thought it was really cool. American Hustle Life was the show that they were featured on, and I will be reacting to that as well. That'll be right here on Patreon in another couple days or so. I think there's only 8 episodes of that, but I'm going to go through all of them. I've gotten mixed reviews on that one, though. I've gotten mixed reviews about telling people that I'm doing American Hustle Life. A lot of people have just come straight out and said, no, it's so cringy. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to get sucked into it. Like, BTS Army hates that. But then I've also had a ton of other people say, nah, it's fine. To me, I'm going to do it anyway. As cringy as everybody says it is, I don't care. It's going to show me, it's going to give me a better understanding of, who these guys are. What are their personalities actually like? And what was it like for them when they were just like kind of just starting out in the biz? And I don't know. It's their first reality TV show, or at least that I've seen so far. So we'll be getting into that. But that's not what we're doing now. We're doing the deleted scenes. Let's pull the screen up here and let's get right on into it. Yeah, like that. There we go. Here we go. So far, RM's arc has been like my favorite. Like his story arc, I guess you can call it. I know it's real life, but like, I don't know. RM's story is very fascinating to me so far.
형 옛날에 비보이 좀 했잖아요. 했었지.
진짜 비보이 실력 보여줘요. 이거 하지 말고 이제는.
나 이거 안 3년인데 나 춤을 못 추진 않아.
춤을 못 추진 않는다고요?
아, 못 추요. 아니 오해하는 거. 너랑 나 엮지마 기분 나쁘니까.
시간 거품이 너무 많이 꼈어. 내가 얘기했잖아.
나한테 집중해 올 만큼 그렇게 못 추진 않아요, 내가.
형, 우리 옛날에 우리 컴백 준비할 때 형 하나 되면 우리 한 100 몇 번 했지 않아요?
야, 언제 상남자 앨범만 그랬냐? 매일 앨범 그랬지.
But first of all, just like performing, everything is a presentation, especially with food. Here's the theory. If it looks good, it smells good, and it tastes good.
Wow.
It is good.
It is good.
That's the
Thanks
first
for that.
thing you gotta understand.
Why is Coolio explaining food to these guys? It's not like they've never eaten before. No shit, Coolio. If it looks good, it smells good, it tastes good, guess what? It is good. That's some real life wisdom there that only the Gangsta's Paradise singer can tell you about. A little salty by Coolio.
That's the first thing you gotta understand about preparing a performance.
Oh, that's what it has to be. It has to be good. As if BTS didn't understand that. Jesus Christ. Coolio. He must be on Team Clean.
Yeah.
Tony! 스트로베리 요거트.
Is there milk in here?
It's a yogurt.
Milk?
밀크.
Moke?
It's bad for me.
아, 안 좋아해요?
I'll drink it.
You okay?
You okay? What's in that stuff?
와, 역시.
We first buy, close.
Close.
Let's go.
Okay.
With Korean drum performance. Glasses. drink.
Oh, glasses to drink.
Drink
Glasses.
glasses. Drink glasses. Performance knife.
Knives. Okay.
Different sound. Okay.
So different drums.
Different drums.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
디프런트가 다른이에요?
야, 영어 들었다니까.
Say hope your English is getting better.
Better. Yeah. Thank you.
You know, it's interesting to see them like, you know, talking and trying to like stumble through English because I recently just watched the AMAs where they were playing with Coldplay and they did Butter and whatnot, and it was awesome. It was a phenomenal night. I actually hung out and just watched on Discord with the peeps, with the community, and it is interesting now to see like, you know, how like just a couple years ago they were like struggling through English. I know some of them still are, but I was really kind of proud, or not proud, because I guess proud's the wrong word. It's this clip right here kind of makes me proud, seeing how far they've come. I know there's a huge gap of content that I'm missing here. I've only heard the first 3 albums and a couple of these documentaries, so I know there's a massive amount of content that I don't know about yet. But just seeing the massive gap from watching the AMAs to this, it really just kind of showcases as to how far they've come, at least when speaking or comprehending English. It's pretty cool. Because, I mean, at this point, I think it's only really been like a few years, you know? And I mean, they've been traveling the world and touring the world and stuff, so they've been busy.
Nice.
진짜 잘 어울려요. 오, yeah.
That's for me.
Nice. Match is good. 이걸로 주세요. 이거 대박인데요? Yeah.
정말 무선 부인이군요.
You look nice. You look good.
Girl.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Tony, I love you.
괜찮으세요? 잘 어울려요.
Keeps him.
Now he's cool.
Goodbye.
Bye.
저의 첫 번째 팬클럽 창단식 제1회 BTS 글로벌 팬클럽 Army First Monster에 오신 것을 진심으로 환영합니다.
Oh yeah, look at them.
다 저희 보러 와주신 거 맞죠? 예. 오늘 아미 여러분들이 많이 오지 않으면 어떡하지 하고 걱정을 했었는데 다행입니다. 좋네요. 여러분 근데
surprised.
monster 뜻이 뭔지 아시나요? 그죠?
They're honest.
네, 용기를 내다, 뭐 사람을 모으다, 뭐 병사를 소집하다, 약간 이런 뜻이 담겨 있는데 바로 우리 방탄과 아미를 소집하다, 약간 이런 뜻. 그 심오한 뜻.
심오한 뜻. 그러면 언제든 소집 콜. 아미 콜.
콜.
예.
정말 언제든지 어디서든지 저희가 소집 요청하면 보여주시는 걸로 아미 믿습니다.
정말로 그거 믿어도 되는 거 맞죠?
That's funny. I still like knowing how intense the BTS army is now and just kind of seeing that and seeing how excited they are about that. I don't think they even knew how intense it was probably going to get at one point and how massive this army would be. Like the guys are on stage and they were literally saying, it's like, I didn't realize how many people were going to show up. I didn't know if anybody would show up. But I think at this point, at least, you know, from this clip here, they're starting to, it must be getting some sort of like kick of confidence, you know? They must start to be realizing, okay, we've captured lightning in a bottle here. We have something massive going on. But it's awesome just to kind of see it happening in the beginning, like the small snowman traveling down or small snowball traveling down the mountain, just gaining speed until it's a massive boulder. I know about the massive boulder that's crushed everything down at the bottom of the mountain, but just seeing that tiny snowball at the top, which is BTS right now, and kind of seeing it start to gain a little bit of momentum here, it's wild. It's wild, man. Where's the sound? Oh, I muted it somehow.
춤을 춰요. 춤을 춰.
누구예요, 형?
할아버지 할머니는 춤을 춰요.
이거는.
이거 진영 전문인데 이거?
Better than I can do. Is he twerking right now?
엉덩이 뿌리 났어 지금. 지민이 엉덩이 뿌리 났다. 막 이렇게 하다가 그럼 막 이렇게 하다가 Yeah.
Love it.
Me too.
Yes,
Boogie is
indeed.
love.
Yes, indeed.
아 여기 장난이다. Oh man.
Okay.
We're going cold.
Oh man. 안 뜨거워요? Oh yeah. 아 이거 인조 가죽인데 녹겠네.
What's up, man?
His pleather is melting.
에이. 너무 감사한데 눈이 너무 매워요.
Move out there.
Oh, they got a nice little spread there.
와 진짜 맛있는데요? Really? 뭐야? Delicious.
So how does it feel? Do you guys miss like your family and your friends?
I miss them and I want mother's cook.
You miss her cooking?
Yeah, I like them very much.
Are you guys homesick?
Yeah.
How long you been away from home?
나 마지막으로 집에 갔을
What?
때요, 한
2 years ago. The last time I went home was about 2 years ago. I always get kind of confused by this timeline. There's been 5 documentaries so far, but it's really only been a couple years. And in that time, they still haven't really been able to go home. Even now, like they're doing this reality TV show in America, which I think tanked. I don't think, the clip that we're watching right now, I don't think it did that well. I don't think the show is still around anymore, or maybe it was a show designed just for them. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I don't remember ever like hearing anything major about the show. But what I'm trying to get at is they sacrificed even coming out to America and doing this show over maybe even having some time to see with their families. I mean, poor Suga, it's been 2 years since he's been home. At that point, homesick just takes on a totally different level. You know what I mean? I had like buddies of mine that like have like fought in wars and stuff like that, and that were deployed, and they didn't like by the time they went through training and stuff like that, and went straight out to war. Like it had been like 2 years since they've come home, and like they tell me it's like you have no idea how much you miss like just coming home when you're away from it that long. I think the longest I've been away from home was just a couple months from touring, and I wasn't fighting no war, that's for sure. And but I remember like looking at them and hearing about people that haven't seen their families or been away for like that long, and you could see that like it's like it's a different level of homesick. It kind of like wears on you, like a piece of you is kind of missing. Anyway, what I'm trying to get right now is like this kind of empty blank stare we're seeing from Suga, and like this kind of like serious sad face when he's just talking about it. Like that, it's kind of look I've seen from some of my friends that have been away from home from being in Afghanistan and stuff like that for years. Kind of that same look. Now, obviously, it's not the same thing. They're they're working very hard or whatever, but they're not fighting wars here. But it still has like that same like just look of like heavy sadness and seriousness. It's just funny how the look is the same thing.
저도 2년. Yeah, but at the same time, you have to take out time to see your family.
Yeah, but how?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
How
yeah.
much is this?
How much?
No, excuse me.
Excuse me.
이모님.
아사,
이모님 감사합니다. 얼마예요?
이거는 딸이.
떨이?
Oh my god.
떨이?
비싼데?
떨이에요 이게?
27 어때? Yeah. How much you give us? $6.99. So.
That's like $6.99. All right.
이거는 내가 바로 사겠습니다. And how much are these?
Those are $8.99 for you. You just give her
How about for him? For him.
$8.5.
Look at that face. That face gets you $3 off glasses.
It's my personal number.
Oh,
thank
번호 주셨어요.
Actually, I'm not speak English. I don't speak English.
Min.
보. Yeah, 지민이 바보.
지민이 바보.
Yeah, 지민이 바보.
지민이 바보.
Yeah, good.
LA 가있지만 산이 별로 없단 말이죠. 그래서 이런 데가 더 막 비쌀 것 같아요. 듣고 있니? 네. 경치 이쁘다 이런 거보다 얼마일까 이런 생각이 더 많이 나더라고요.
It's funny they mention this too, and it's funny to see them kind of like haggle with people, and because at this point, when I first watched the documentary, last week, episode 5, I was starting to think that, they got off the plane, they were in America, they had screaming fans just waiting for them already. And to me, I'm like, okay, that means they must, have amassed some sort of wealth at this point. The records must be selling, and technically there's been 3 of them out. So usually that's about the time when bands start making money. But I didn't realize this was all done like within a year and a couple months. 3 records came out within like a year and a couple months. So they didn't really have enough time to what am I trying to say? So usually when an album is out, and after it's out for a couple years or so, then you start to have like a snowball effect as well. And it starts to like build more wealth, or you have more data on that, particular album, and you can see what's selling, what's not, and what markets are working and what markets aren't. Since they've had 3 albums come out in a very short amount of time, maybe they just the labels haven't been paid back yet. And I'm not sure. For whatever reason, they just don't have a whole lot of money right now, even though they've got fans everywhere. So I know at this point, they all have to be multi-million-dollar millionaires over and over. Like, they own a piece of big hit now I know about. Like, I know that they're invested in what they're doing, and they're all very rich people. But even now, just kind of watch them talk about, like, oh, how expensive is this hotel, and how expensive was that $30 hat, and, trying to haggle down $9 sunglasses only a couple of years ago. I mean, what a change, right? But it was kind of surprising to me that they were over here in America, and like they seriously were sleeping in what looked like a one large room in bunk beds. You know what I mean? Like, they were all in the same place. Like, I was dumbfounded. It was crazy to me they all didn't have like their own hotel rooms and everything yet. But I guess at this point they just haven't. There's not massive stars yet, or maybe they're massive stars, but they just don't have massive star power money. But it's funny to see them even talk about this hotel. He's just sitting there, not even in the view, like admiring the nice view, and just like saying, how expensive is this place? Yeah, how much is it? He wants to come here for vacation. 10 hours, 12 grand. He's doing math, yeah. We should leave right now.
왜 사귀었는데 왜 약간 왜 아마 살짝 수학 그러니까 나 진심도 있고 지심도 있는데 너는 왜 없니 이렇게 시작한 건데 넌 내 진짜 여자친구야 하면서 내 마음은 이런데 넌 지금 어때 약간 이런 식으로 끝내려고 하고 어때서 끝냈으면 뭔가 어때 아씨 근데 왜 너 대답이 없냐 약간 너 야 남준아 너 앞에 가서 뭔데 남준이 지금 다 쓰고 있어 난 처음 듣고 있어 저 너 왜 띵띵 못해 이거 슬리콘 있다 이거 슬리콘 불빛 빼는데 아 떨린다
They look nervous. What is this? This feels retro. Like real retro. This is upswing jazz is what this is. Yeah, it's like a big bang, like upswing jazz. Okay, that must be the end of it. All right, so interesting stuff. So I've heard the entire School Love Affair album at this point. It's already it's out. I'm assuming most of you guys here have seen it. But I don't remember hearing that song. So I don't know if this was like a bonus feature or like a SoundCloud song or whatever. But interesting stuff. I'm not exactly sure what kind of performance they were just walking into and why they were so nervous. Maybe I got lost somewhere. But I'm sure I'll find out in the next episodes. But this is good. This is very good. A lot of fun. Still a little confused as to Coolio's harsh tones towards the guys. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll learn more and I'll have more of an appreciation as to why Coolio is trying to school the boys of Bangtan. Telling them about how to cook food good or what makes food good. Not even necessarily telling them how to cook food good. Just telling them that, that if it tastes good, it smells good. It's good. Wise man. At least he's got awesome hair. But no, this was fun. I get to kind of see another side of the guys a little bit, more goofing around, more just kind of having fun. A lot of it, what it seemed like to me was like, when like you get to the point where you're so tired, you get kind of gigglies, you get the giggles. You kind of just start, everything becomes funny and everything is just kind of, everything is just hilarious. We get to that point of tired. I kind of have a feeling like that's what this is. This is a lot of what we're seeing. Like when the guys are like spazzing out a little bit or like dancing really fast while someone's trying to like sleep. It's just giant, like massive surges of energy, just kind of coming over you. I don't know if it's due to coffee, excitement, or just going insane from lack of sleep. But man, it's fun to watch. But yeah, no, this is good. And like I said, there's a whole other bonus video as well. So I'm going to check that out right now. So I'll have it up on Patreon. I'll have it up here within the next day or so, possibly the next hour or so, depending upon if I can do it after dinner or not. But this was fun. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to catch you out in the next one. Bye, everybody. Oh, it's over here. All right.